guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Steph, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about what it's like to own a beach property. Now, I am in Crystal Beach, Texas. It's next to Galveston. It's about 2 hours from Houston, and it's next to the Gulf. I looked at different beach markets. I looked in Florida, I looked in Alabama, and I came to Texas. At the time, the prices for the homes were still like I could actually get under asking and all that stuff. So I had a pretty good buy there. Owning a beach rental is not for the faint of heart. If there is one place where seasonality hits the most, it really is in a beach market. And that is normal. And so if you're first starting out and with short-term rentals and Airbnbs in general, something to really be aware of when you're looking is to really decide on what makes you sleep better at night. For me, my beach market wasn't my first rental, but I already had a baseline understanding of what seasonality looks like in the Airbnb game. And so I felt that, I could totally take on a beach market and, accept slow season as exactly what you think it would be, dead. So in Crystal Beach, Texas, and in any beach market in general, they tend to be more not in the city. Now, one thing about my beach market in particular is that it's really not by any civilization. It's about 2 hours from Houston, and it's about maybe a good 30-minute drive/ferry ride to Galveston, which is in the city. So Crystal Beach is definitely one of those places where you go and all you do there is sit by the beach. It's great and it's quiet, and I actually really, really like it. It's one of my favorite places just to visit because of how calm and serene it is. But the main attraction truly is the beach house itself and just going to the beach whenever you want. It's less than 5-minute walk to the beach. But one thing about being in a beach market that you have to kind of realize is sand. Sand gets everywhere. Sand will get into your tubs, they'll get into your house. Your cleaners can only do so much, sand just gets everywhere. And most guests realize that, so it's okay. But I have to just say, it's one of those things, if you're not expecting it, you're like, oh my gosh, it's everywhere. One thing too about owning in a beach market is that things just tend to decay much faster. I had a white sign called the Misty Mermaid, and it was right by my front door. When I first got it, it was beautiful, it was white, it was clean, it was immaculate. And probably maybe less than 6 months later when I went to go back and visit, it was already getting tarnished. And one thing I've learned is that the locks over there, the metal just gets corroded. Wood starts to get this green film on it. It's just how it is being by the beach. And so, when you're thinking about where you want to go next, it's important to consider those physical factors that just come with being by salt and by being by water. These are things that just come with being by the beach. Now, one other factor to think about too is insurance. I have dwelling, I have wind, and I have flood insurance, and that adds up. I don't have to worry about windstorm insurance in Tennessee, in the mountains. I have to worry about dwelling, and that's about it. But over by the beach, you have to worry about extra insurance. One thing to consider is the high insurance costs that come with owning a beach rental. Now, let's talk about the fun parts about beach rentals. Summer is killer. No matter what, in the summertime, you will make money. And so it's okay to wait to get last minute bookings because you will get booked during peak season. So something important to realize is that you're gonna make all your money during peak season in the summer. That's just how it is in every beach market. There are some where snowbirds tend to come down because it's just sunny all year round. But in Crystal Beach, Texas, during slow season in the winter, it gets really cold. And I mean cold to the point where my cleaners actually have to winterize my beach cabin because of how cold and freezing it gets over there. If you go to a place like Florida, you probably won't have to worry about being winterized, but over in Crystal Beach, Texas, that's what happens over there. It's really, really fun owning a beach rental. I think a lot of investors just love the idea of being able to have a second home, but also be able to make some money off of it by putting it on Airbnb. I totally think every single person that has a true second home should consider doing that because anything extra, anytime you visit, really does become a tax write-off. And that's one of the fun things about owning a short-term rental is that you really can go visit these properties and you can write it off as a business expense. Hope this helps, guys. If you have questions about the beach market in general or more of what it's like to own in Crystal Beach, Texas, comment below.